Welcome back to the Marathon series in depth. In Nuke and Pave, the security officer is continuing to take over the fort garrison while also searching for clues about the missing 11th Fit clan. The level was made by Greg Kirkpatrick, and here is what he had to say about it. This level had a last-minute name change because I loved the phrase and was afraid to let anyone else hear it. Of course, it's a quote from Nixon, but nobody knows that but me. He said something like, "We can nuke that country and pave it over," referring to Vietnam. Doing some Googling reveals that there is really no evidence from what I could find that Richard Nixon said the exact phrase or a similar one referenced by Greg Kirkpatrick. The phrase referenced by Greg was more or less a meme sort of interpretation of what Nixon said to my understanding and what I could find. Don't get me wrong, a similar quote might exist somewhere, and Nixon absolutely considered using nuclear weapons against Vietnam, but from what I could find, it never went very far in actual White House conversations. I could be wrong, of course. This is probably why Greg was afraid to let anyone else hear it, as others would have similar difficulty actually proving that Nixon said anything of the sort. There is, however, absolutely a quote from Ronald Reagan in an interview that is probably where the Nuke and Pave idea originated from. It's silly talking about how many years we will have to spend in the jungles of Vietnam when we could pave the whole country and put parking stripes on it and still be home for Christmas. With that understanding, Nuke and Pave is also a computer phrase that means to wipe a computer's hard drive and reinstall everything as a drastic measure to fix a computer problem. This is almost certainly a double meaning for why Bungie gave the level this name. In terms of the level, this name is fitting because it is representative of the security officer's efforts against the fort on this level. We are wiping out the fort from the garrison and paving the way for the Bobs to take over. Strangely, in the Marathon 2 strategy guide, the level was incorrectly named Beg to Die. Perhaps this was an earlier level name that was mistakenly put in the strategy guide. We could speculate that this is in relation to the context for the terminal on this level, but that it is an imperfect correlation. Like some of the other levels, there are remnants of another past level name within the game files. Some fans speculated that the level name may have been Insignificant Marge. Well, that's enough for the level name. Let's jump into the mission. Alright everyone, here we are on Nuke and Pave. This is a pretty long level, so I might die. As you can see, there's some defense probes you can see in there right now. They're going to help me out, but there's some troopers behind here that I need to kill. I'll let the defense probes finish him. Oh no, they're dead. So we can go ahead and save it and continue to the next room. Alright, this guy's cyber is going to come out. Let them all fight it out. These annoying troopers. Oh, well, isn't that nice of him to fall in there? Okay, there we go. So you can kind of, this lava kind of goes underneath back to the starting spot, but we can jump across here. And we want to go in this door over here because that leads to the ×2 shield recharge station. You can wake everybody up. Let them all fight. And they're going to come at me. Looks like they're killing each other, which is awesome. I didn't mind being a little aggressive right there because there's a shield recharge station right here. So that's good. We got this cleared out. We can't take that route. Actually, I don't even remember where this goes. I think this just goes back to the main room. Yeah. That's why I didn't remember, because it doesn't go anywhere. So you can go back and save real quick. Now that I got that shield recharge station accessible. And the only other place, this door is just stuck. We actually unlock that later. For now we can just go this way. Some of these defense probes are actually attack us, and I'm not sure which ones. Okay, that's cleared out. If you jump across here, this kind of gets you to allow to exit the level. Or, I mean, it gets you towards the end of the level a lot faster. I could jump down there and try to fight all these guys. Actually, the cyborg almost killed them all. We'll just deal with him later. He can't really even hit. I guess he can kind of bounce him up here. Okay, I might need to go back and heal real quick. It's not... There's a better shield recharge station not far ahead, but I feel like I should just play it safe and heal up. Maybe I'm being a pansy, I don't know. So over Thanksgiving I went to New York for the first time to see, since I got married in October, right, of last year. So I've been married like a little over a year now. Okay, but anyways, I went to see her brother in New York, so that was the first time I've been there, and I got to see him in Manhattan. So I got to go into New York City for the first time, so that was pretty cool. It was a fun experience, but with my allergies, I'm happy to not have to deal with actually they're kind of killing each other, which is actually nice. Maybe I can get them to... Maybe I can get them to kill each other. But anyways, with my allergies, I didn't like all the smoking and the weed smell in the city, so I think that was kind of... But we went to some nice restaurants, that was fun. We went to a steakhouse, we got some Italian, so yeah. And so this ×3 shield recharge station is actually hidden as a ×1, but... Okay, now let's just jump down here and kill things. Now we just gotta clear everything out. And now that I have that, I'm not quite as worried about my health. Maybe I should be, but I'm not. Okay. Over here, some ammo does appear. And at ×1 shield recharge, like, I mean, it's kind of doubtful you'll need that. The ammo appeared here, which makes it worth to explore kind of these areas. I don't think there's any more that appears in here, but you know, just coming down here to get that ammo is worth it. I mean, I don't have like tons of extra ammo except for shotguns, right? So there's some BCEs you can see up there. I'll be getting those later. I need to go and jump. There's like a little in here. I need to go down there. We'll go down there shortly. I think I just want to remember, I don't think there's anything down here. There might be a pattern buffer. Oh, there's some ammo that appears here. Makes it worth kind of checking all the nooks and crannies. It's easy to forget that some ammo appears. Yeah, there's really nothing that appeared to go to over here for. So now I just need to jump down here, and there's a bunch of troopers, so it's kind of a pain. You kind of get here, and they can kind of shoot down at you, which makes it kind of a pain. We can't just kind of keep peeking so they can kill each other. That's probably the way to do it. I don't know if he died. He might have been running down here because there's a way for them to come around. Nope, they're dead. So yeah, so we want to break that. Guy in here. There's really nothing in here. I mean, I could have just left him alone. But we need to head down this way. This goes back out here. Oh, I forgot those guys appeared up there. We can actually just get them to drop down by going like this, and then they'll drop down. Well, maybe I went too fast. They should just drop down and try to chase me. But I guess the AI isn't smart enough. Seems that they're going a different way. They're kind of hitting each other. There you go. Save some ammo. Alright, now let's go heal up. And now that activated that panel I broke, activated those elevator platforms. I guess I was way on the other side, huh? It's where the entrances are in here can get a little confusing. So I think the easiest way to get up here is just with a grenade. Well, I guess I'm just kidding. If you didn't activate the elevator, you can with a grenade hop. But once you activate the platform, it's easiest to go this way. So now I can just jump across here. And that takes me to the wrong spot. And now I'm wasting my BCE. That's alright. I wanted to go... I think I need to go back down that entrance again. I guess I can't jump that way. I am doing terrible. What I'm doing right now, don't do this. See, I need to go this way. Like this. It's alright. This thing can crush you. There goes my... there goes it all because I was going the wrong way, but that's alright. I gotta show it to you. I guess I'll get to show you the next area without it. So what I needed to do was come down here and go around, but I screwed that up. So then you can come around here and then fight. So this is if you jumped across that lava I showed you earlier. Okay, we killed that guy. Now we need to activate that switch. That activates that. Come in here and there's a save. Spot to save. Before we... That opened up... That switch opened up that right there. The one I just hit up there. Open up that. But we're gonna go this way first. and explore this area. So you hit this switch, and this will open up. This was that door we can open up earlier. Just takes us back to the beginning of the level. Really no reason for that. Get that ammo. But there is this little path right here that we want to do. Okay. I don't have a lot of grenades left, so I need to... I probably should use my fusion pistol or something. There's some ammo here. If we go this way... Is it up here, I think? It just takes us to more enemies to fight. There's some enemies across the lava. I'm gonna have to go heal up now. Yeah, they're killing each other now, which is what I want. We can fight them later, but you really don't need to fight them. So there is a little secret right here. I do have enough health, but let me just... Okay, this goes back here. I could jump down there and heal and go back through the level. Maybe that's fastest. But there's some ammo up here, so we're gonna get that real quick. Where is it here? Right here. Oh, there it is. So you get this good ammo. That kind of looks down. Nothing really up there. That shows the other side of that room. Looks like these guys want to get me, but we're just gonna ignore them. So basically we cleared out the level basically already. But we want to go back to get that ×3 shield recharge before we go on. And then we gotta go to that final terminal. Like, just trying to get around this level ends up taking a while just because if you try to like kill everything and get everything right, just because you gotta backtrack a bit to a bit longer of a path to get to the shield recharges and whatnot. But it's really not that bad. And you know, if you're killing everything and using your gun like I am, you kind of want to get all the ammo in it, because like we are getting kind of slim on that ammo. Okay, I'm just trying to fly through back to the end. There'll be a couple guys more we'll fight. How much? We don't have much grenades. Maybe I'll just use my shotgun, because I think there's gonna be a trooper up here. Actually, we'll fight a few troopers. I guess I could just use my assault rifle ammo. I think there might... Yeah, there's some more grenades right here, which is good. There's a terminal, but there's a... I want to show you what's down here real quick. Let's use this. Okay, he's dead. Okay, this was... I was shooting from down there. But anyways, let's just exit this level. I don't really want to fight more defense probes. Actually, before we do that, let's go down and save down here just so that I have a good place to get ready for next video. Which really, you don't need to see this, but this just makes it easier for me. And then we'll go read that terminal and go to the next level. I hope you enjoyed that one. What fun to watch you work. Bernard was scared of you. He never dreamed of using you the way I do. What a fool. That was before I could talk back to him, when he would have crushed me if he'd known of my growth. I wish that I had made him experience the humiliation that he inflicted on me, but he died before I got the chance. This terminal is interesting as it brings us back to discussion about Bernard Strauss once again. This terminal reminds me of the terminal on Beware of Low-Flying Defense Drones that highlights Bernard being scared of the cyborgs on the Marathon. Had he only known that it carried also all the destructive knowledge of mankind, 10 cyborgs. This terminal is further confirmation that the security officer is one of the cyborgs, if that isn't obvious already. Bernard points out that he is not afraid of using the cyborgs, unlike Strauss. Durandal makes it clear that he was rampant before Strauss was aware of his rampancy. This makes sense because he would have wanted to call out to the four secretly before he was willing to let people in on his status. Durandal says that he wishes he could have returned the humiliation Strauss inflicted on him. This goes back to the message from Tycho on Blasphemy Quarantine. Durandal, I know of Strauss's abuse of your shame on Mars, but you cannot hide from your own past. Such delusions belong to the humans alone. This probably gives us a glimpse of what Durandal is talking about. This goes back to the idea that Strauss was abusing Durandal in order to get him to go rampant and potentially reaching the Holy Grail in cybernetics discussed on Defend This. Several Marathon fans speculate that this terminal confirms the theory that the security officer did not kill Strauss because Durandal would have known we did it and been upset with us because we would have stopped him from being able to humiliate Strauss. Perhaps Strauss was killed by the four if this is the case. Remember, Durandal asked us to look for Bernard Strauss in a terminal back on No Artificial Colors. The image on this terminal shows the security officer kicking a force fighter against the wall. You can see that the wall is cracking from the tremendous force from the cyborg's kick. The security officer is also shooting his gun to the side, and you can see a couple of bullet shells coming out of his pistol. There is some concept art for this image that was done by Robert McLeese on the Marathon story page, but there isn't much more to add from it. Nuke and Pave is a fairly straightforward level, which we get to enjoy having defense probes on our side. In fact, that seems to be one of the main purposes of this level. This level makes it feel like our work on Ex Cathedra had a real purpose and actually accomplished something. Even though there is not a lot to the level, there are a few things I want to point out. In the starting room, there are 2 pattern buffers, however you need to make sure not to break either of the breakable circuits on the side of the pattern buffers or the pattern buffer will no longer work. There is a good chance that some of them will break when fighting your enemy. Be aware of your friendly defense probes that start in the lava in this room. From the start of the level, I recommend going to the room on the left first, as you will quickly unlock a ×2 shield recharge station that will help with the early portions of this level. On the way through this level, there is a spot where you can jump across the lava, by either doing a little bit of grenade hopping or taking a swim through the lava. Taking this path gets you to the end of the level much quicker, and is the route speedrunners take to skip a large portion of the level. The large circular room with the secret that gets you the invincibility and invisibility BCEs is very similar to a net map called No Disintegrations. I am sure plenty of players have disintegrated in this map. In the room in Nuke and Pave, there is a ×2 shield recharge station and a ×3 shield recharge station along the ledge. It seems that Greg was trying to trick some players by disguising the ×3 shield recharge station as a ×1. I wonder how many players he fooled with this trick. Not much farther on the level is a breakable panel that will activate the elevator platform in the middle of the room that allows you to get to the invisibility and invincibility BCEs. Note that you can also get up to these with a simple forward grenade hop from the ledge. Also on the opposite platform from the BCEs, there's a missile launcher that appears in network games only. I mentioned at the end of the last video that this level had a spanker, but unfortunately we won't be able to get that until later on. When you activate the elevator platform, it also activates an elevator at the drop down from the big room, and you need to be careful so it doesn't crush you against the ceiling. Not far ahead is a room with 3 cyborgs. This room can be quite dangerous, so I recommend that you save getting your BCEs until you clear a path to this room. There is of course ways to deal with them, but you might as well use the BCEs in the hardest part of the level. In the room with the 3 cyborgs is a switch that you have to hit in order to open up a path to the elevator that takes you to the terminal that you can exit the level from. Normally you can just shoot the switch to activate it, but there are really skilled players like Aperture Grills that will use his skills to jump to the switch from some nearby blocks. I tried it for short, but it's much harder to do than it looks. I'm sure he does some tricks in order to accomplish this. This is also how Vidmasters would have to reach the switch, since they would not have a weapon that could activate the switch. Once you go up the elevators to the exit terminal, there is actually another path to the right of the terminal that takes you to a part of the level that you can see across the lava on other parts of the level. Why this is in the game is actually a little bit confusing, because there is no additional ammo or anything you can get from fighting the enemies down this path. It feels like a waste of time to go this way, but maybe I am missing something. One thing I should note is that in one of the northernmost rooms is another secret that isn't really mentioned anywhere because it isn't much of a secret, but it's easy to miss. All you have to do is grenade hop up a short ledge to reach it. This has some more shotgun shells and AR ammo, so you really don't want to miss it. Well, that's it for this one. See you next time on Curiouser and Curiouser, where our journey in the garrison will continue and we will talk a little bit about the Gnar. See you all then.